Hi, I'm Daylight Comes, and I am going to just do our cooking lesson for you today. We are going to be making a corn salsa, and then also an arugula salad with chanterelles, figs, and shaved fennel with some white sharp cheddar cheese. And I just want to go through it from start to finish, so you can kind of get an idea of how long things take, and I just didn't want to hide anything from you. I have started boiling some water, and I'm going to chop up my green bell peppers right now. Now, a lot of people like to take the membranes out. It doesn't matter to me. If you're wondering what I'm drinking, it's one of my summertime favorites, gin and ginger beer. I've been in love with ginger root beer that they sell at the co-op. It's from Maine, and it's very spicy. It's lovely. Now, a lot of people have different ways that they do garlic. I always press it down with a knife, and then I just kind of help it out of its casing. And I also sometimes will use a garlic press. But I kind of just like, I like kind of feeling things. And this is how I chop my garlic. Some people will be horrified, I know. So now I'm getting ready to start the corn salsa. And when I use a cast iron, I usually keep the temperature just between 5 and 6. Like, I don't like it to get too hot because then it just gets out of control and you're like running on the border of burning things. And I'd rather not burn. I'm gonna put a whole onion in it. And I put like, that was 4 nice sized heads of garlic. Not heads, little pieces. And it's all improv, you know, you just practice as you go. My trick for an onion when I cut it in half is I put a little pressure on each side of the onion, and as I chop down, I kind of guide across with my index finger, just kind of keeping it in check. Makes it a little easier for slicing. Some days onions are really potent. This one is getting me, and I'm just really hoping that I don't start crying in front of you all on our first date. But if it happens, it happens. Okay, I use ginger in my corn salsa because I just like the little bit of snap that it gives. A lot of people like to use a grater for the ginger. It kind of just bugs me. I just kind of peel along. To me it's kind of fun. Like, I just figure out, it's like I'm sculpting the vegetables. I figure out what's going to be left behind for me to use and what else will like go back to the earth. Oh my god, those onions are killing me! There's no perfect way to do anything, you just gotta do it. I don't always toss. I like to use my spoon too. And I'll get that out. So with the ginger as well as with the garlic, I like to kind of be able to bite into it. So I never mince it up. I just kind of like to have nice big bits. I got big bits. Ginger is just so good. Okay, putting the ginger in, we got the bell peppers going. Now I'm going to put in the red bell with this and the serrano pepper. These I'm going to kind of I'm not going to dice them, they're going to be but smaller pieces, because we're going to be serving this with chips, so you don't want it to be ginormous. So just do it in slices and then flip it around and chop it up. Okay. Got the belt in there. Now I'm going to switch to a wooden spoon. Now I'm going to put the serrano peppers in there. I usually cut it in a quarter and then just chop on down. Serrano peppers are my favorite. I like how crisp they are. But this salsa is also really good with habanero peppers. I'm just going to put some salt, pepper, you can't be afraid to make a mess, because messes inevitably happen, and so just go with it. I'm going to put a little bit more oil in. Okay, and now we're going to get messy. Shucking our corn. This is really all compost in this can right here. It's always fun shucking the corn, and I just kind of go around it. Stop it to get the silk off. Oh, this poor little thing. But I still, you know, they've got something to offer. It's not the most beautiful thing, but there's still some sweet, sweet meat on it. And we're going to eat it. It is sounding so dirty right now. I wasn't trying to be. But you know me. 0 to dirty in 40 seconds. Now at the cafe we have a bundt pan. Oh yes! I get to multitask! I'm so stoked! Okay, so we're going to drain the peppers at the moment. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Just let that rest for one moment. I'm going to turn this down a little bit. Okay. So here's when it gets a little messy. Oh, and like I was saying, at the cafe, we have a bundt pan, and you put the corn in the middle of the bundt pan, and you slice, and most of the corn just falls right inside, and you don't have to worry about the scattered mess. I love this corn salsa. So to recap, we put garlic in there, a whole onion. I put 1 3/4 of red bell pepper, 2 serrano peppers, a nice chunk of ginger, a little bit of sea salt, some black pepper, 5 ears of corn. But remember that one was a little lacking, but we still used it because his corn is going to be the sweetest. Okay. So we got that going. And now, the thing that makes it the most special. My secret ingredient, and now yours, Bragg's liquid amino acids. A nice squirt around in a spiral, and back in the cupboard it goes. Right? Quick. So I'm going to just leave that on 3 right now, and I'm going to go back to the bell peppers. I'm using olive oil today. A lot of the times we like to use, what are we using right now? I think we're using sunflower oil. Sometimes we use sesame We switch it up. But today I really just wanted to be all about the olive oil. Okay, so I'm going to do a few more garlic. With the peppers. I'm going to start sauteing the peppers up, and then I'm going to add the chanterelles. It's going to make me so happy. Okay. Put that in there. Turn that on to just between 5 and 6. Let me get going. We're going to put the bells in there. Stir this a little bit. And then I mix this one up. Sometimes I put cilantro in there. Today I'm going to put basil because, oh, it's all over here. Because my friend doesn't eat cilantro. And I always try to keep my guests in mind whenever I'm making food. I mean, I like to make things that I want to be eating, but I also think of what other people's limitations are. And I always try to make sure that I have alternatives just because it's nice to be able to accommodate. Like, I'm not going to whip up a whole complete different dish, but I make sure that I at least have a few things that people can eat. That salsa is going to be good. This basil smells so peppery. Okay, so believe it or not, this salsa is done. So I'm going to turn that off. I just like to cook the corn down enough that you're not going to get a cramp. Okay. Get it going. Add in the bells. Oh yes. Now generally when we do these for the family style, it's the salt and pepper, and then we usually put a chili pepper, and the chili pepper in the pepper so that you can pull it out at the end, but it just gets a little warm in it. But today, I am going to use my new favorite spice, which is called Zug, and I get it downtown at the spice shop. So we've already parboiled these, so we're just going to cook them down a little bit so they get even softer. I'm going to add some more oil because I'm going to put some some chanterelles in there. Golden, golden, golden goddesses of the forest. It kills me that I've still never been mushroom picking, and this year that is all changing. I am going out there. I just need to feel it. I want to go out there and experience that moment.